Okay, 2 people. 2 people had a nice lunch. Everybody have a nice lunch? Yes. Okay, please download CapCut. Okay, so if we can, please download CapCut onto your phone. While that is happening, I'm going to bring Florian up to the front. This is the guy who brings this all together. Let's give him a round of applause. So, just to get a bit of energy in the room, okay, to get a bit of energy in the room, I want you to pair up again, but with somebody different. I want you to pair up with somebody different. Away you go. Pair up just like this here, somebody different. Okay, up we go. I'm going meet someone new. Meet someone new. Is okay? Up we get. Up we get, up we get. Up we get. Okay, here we go. So, we're going to do one game of rock, paper, scissors. One game of rock, paper, scissors. So, rock, paper, scissors. If I win, Florian then cheers for me as I go and play someone else. So if I win, I go and play another winner. But Florian becomes my cheerleader. Come on, Jeff! Everybody got it? Until there's 2 left. So for example, we will do this. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, rock, paper, go. Okay, so here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, rock, 1, ready? So 1, 2, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I win. And now, Florian, I go to you. We go 1,
Come on,
2,
Jeff.
3.
You can make it.
But he encourages.
So you take the time before you play another winner.
Okay, so do just the one game. The one game, and then the winner goes and plays someone else. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Okay, so play your game. Go. Go. Okay, go and get somebody else. Go get a winner. A winner. A winner, come here. A winner. A winner. Okay, encourage it. Florian. 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 Oh, you win. Okay, you go get a winner. Encourage him. Okay. You lost. Okay, you come with us. Come with us. Go get the next one. Here's a winner. Here's a winner. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey. Oh, another winner here. 2 winners. She won twice. Anyone else?
Wait. Our winner. Where's?
Yes, here.
Yeah, the team with him. Come.
And also so this is the winner.
Okay.
So we want to encourage.
We want our team. Who has lost against him? Okay. What's part of it? Who has lost?
Yes, who's lost against here? Come this side. So you're all cheerleading here. Pjesa, right? Come on, you can do it. Yes. Hey! You may be seated. Very good. It's just a bit to get up. Okay, so today, this afternoon, we're going to talk about digital. Look, these 2 here. These 2 are. Very good. So we are going to talk about digital. So digital, hopefully this works. Nope. Okay, here we go. Digital. So stand up if you have Facebook. Stand up if you have Facebook. Stand up if you have Facebook. Stand up if you have Facebook in your club. Stand up if you've got Facebook. Okay, no Facebook. Okay, interesting. Okay, you may be seated. Okay. So Facebook is popular. Stand up if you have X. Twitter. Stand up if you have X or Twitter. Stand up. X or Twitter. The club. Yeah, the club. Okay, so Twitter is not popular. Okay, so X or Twitter is not popular here. Okay, you may be seated. Stand up if you have Instagram in your club. Hey, whoa, oy. Okay. You may be seated. Okay. Stand up if you have TikTok or TikTok. Stand up if you have TikTok. Stand up if you have TikTok. Okay, it's quite new. Okay, you may be seated. Here's a biggie. Hands up if you have YouTube. Hands up. Okay. Now the last one, I want you to stand up if you have LinkedIn. LinkedIn. Stand up if you have LinkedIn. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, you may be seated. So, I want to take you through these platforms quickly. Everybody say, yes, Jeff? Come on, that's about 4 now. Yes, Jeff? Yes, Jeff. Okay, so Facebook, in general, Facebook is for 30 to 65-year-olds. That's normally the people that are using Facebook. It's normally about relationships. And what we're finding now is more people are sharing the link to Messenger or to WhatsApp rather than posting. So it's links they're sending to Messenger. Between 2 and 4 photographs or pictures, normally early morning or afternoon. X is normally between 20 and 50-year-old. It's normally media news or media presence. It's live events. So people would normally put on X if it's a live event. For example, a live game. The updates. It's as and when things are happening. Instagram, 15 to 40. Look at the difference in the age groups. 15 to 40. Hi, Elvira. Woo woo. Everybody, Elvira's in the house. Give her a round of applause. Elvira. There we go. So, Instagram, photographs and videos, especially reels. Small, quick photographs. Normally afternoon or early evening. TikTok, look at the age group. It's even less. It's 13 to 30-year-olds. So what does that say? If you're wanting to engage a younger audience, what platform are you on? Something that Ben talked about earlier. It's all about fun. Now, there's a lot of different bits, but there's fun, introducing music to the activities. And then there's YouTube. This is normally highlights or how-to or educational videos on YouTube. YouTube have a thing called YouTube Shorts that is now getting as popular as TikTok and Instagram Reels. But again, this is a real interesting. Does everybody know that YouTube is a search engine? Who owns YouTube? Google. What's Google? So you've got to be on these platforms. And the last one, which I think there's only 2, is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is normally a more business platform, networking, and many clubs have a LinkedIn presence. And it's business information to reach business community. But again, you can see the age groups. So these are the main platforms. There are others, and there'll be ones unique to your area. But these would be the main ones that you need to look at. You can take a photograph if you want, but look at the age groups and the people that you are aiming at. Now, you cannot do everything. So what works for you is what you need to find out. What works for you and for your fans. Now, I want to show you a new program, and it's called Channels Update, social media. So if you go to your WhatsApp, is WhatsApp big here? WhatsApp? Very big. If you go to the update at the bottom, you will see channels. And under channels, it is a push notification. They are posting. So for here, there is FIBA. Okay, everybody see that? Here is the FIBA channel. They are pushing content to you. Guess what? If you're on the channel, you receive this message. It is not a two-way communication. You can just do an emoji, but you cannot reply. But this is another channel that you can get out a message to maybe 500 people. Imagine if your club had this for 500, 1,000 of your fans. And you have one. How are you finding it? Are you finding it's early days? Oh, no, let me get... Oh, sorry.
We found it late last season.
Yep.
It works. But
oh, nice.
There's not much reach.
So you here, some person has got 10.
Yeah.
Here, 9. And this is all about learning what content will work. So, I want you to write down on the paper, should I have a channel on WhatsApp? I want you to write it down. No, I want you to write it down. Should my club have a channel? It may be for you, and it may not be. But I want you to look into the potential of having a social media on WhatsApp channel. Now, if I said to you, content, if I said to you, what content do you have on social media? What do you have on social media? That was nice. Yes.
We usually represent the team.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Players.
What do you mean by that? Player profiles?
Yeah, their profiles.
Yep, what else?
New players, and we represent our sponsors. We
Announce players?
Yeah,
Yep.
we represent trainings.
Okay, so training ground pictures?
Yeah.
Yep.
But we started this month, so we're new in the team, so that's why we're trying to...
Well done.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. What do you have in your club? What content do you post on your social media?
Dhe ne po ashtu kemi treningat që i postojmë në story, gjeneratat e reja, ushtrimet, nënshkrimet, domethënë lojtarët e reja, rezultatet e ndeshjeve kampionale e tjera.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. Thank you. What do you have on your club social media? What type of general content?
Yeah, mainly we have presentation of the new transfers, especially for this season, since it's still a transfer season open.
Yep.
Other than that, we have photographers that will do pictures in game of the players.
In game?
Yeah, we're also planning to do some reels with players' bio, how they liked our country and their future perspectives.
Nice. Nice. Doing a bio of a player. Who are they? Get to know them. I like it. I don't like it. I love it. I love it. Okay, at the back, what do you post on? Yep, please. Thank you.
I post different things, fun games from kids,
Yep.
trainings.
Yep.
Sometimes we go hikings. I post hikings from with kids.
Okay.
Different things.
Very good. Very good. And this is important because what you need to find out is what content do your fans want? There's no point in putting up a piece of content all the time and you get one like. You want to put content up that is engaging. Why do you want content that is engaging? Why do you think? I'm going to come here. Why do you think you want engaging content? Why do you think? And when I say engaging, I mean likes, shares, comments. Why? Why do you think? Have a guess. What do you mean by distribution?
The content gets shared, liked or something, you get more the possibility to be shown on the feed.
Yes. You are top of the class. Give me it there. I love that. Okay, yes. The more people that like, share, comment, or retweet your content, then the algorithm says, oh, this is liked. Let's promote it. So you always want to have content that you like, share, retweet, comment. Some of that might be to ask people to comment. What is your favorite shirt of all times? And you put a photograph and that makes them comment on it. A call to action. So when you're in your post, ask people to like, share, or comment because that will help you. Not all the time, but you get the idea. So here's some examples. Game highlights. You had this. Player interviews, documentaries, behind the scenes. Who are our players? Get to know them in their home. Game updates, engagement with the fans. If you're doing a game update, you might say, vote for your, for example. Yeah, so you're getting people to vote and comment, and that helps by doing that. Behind the scenes content, so in other words, you're maybe in the locker room an hour before the team arrive. Maybe it's the training ground, but make it different. Is there a trick shot that somebody does that you can say, now that is engaging? And sometimes it just happens naturally. Competitions. This is where you can go to your sponsor and say, can we have a prize? And give a competition. What about giving back to the community? Maybe you are going to, who went to the school? Who did the school visits? Yeah. So each time that's giving back to the community, but you need to make sure you have a common hashtag and you've got some other ideas. So I want some examples. Common hashtag. What's that? Very good. Because what a common hashtag does is it helps to bring all of your content under one umbrella. Yep, so if you've got that, good. SEO, anybody heard of SEO? Okay, search engine optimization is getting onto number 1 in Google. Does anybody know how to do that? Yep. Its search engine doesn't work here.
I think Google recently still did not accept this language, so...
Okay, it's to do with the language, is it?
Yeah, dual language. I think.
Okay, so normally in search engine optimization, you have three things. Everybody say three. Everybody say three. Number one, keywords. So words that you think people will search for. Words that people will search for. Your name, basketball, Kosovo, etc. Your league name, etc., etc. Number two, Aurelie, can I get onto the internet here? I'm actually freestyling here. So let's go to Vilnius. So let's go to everybody's, it doesn't come on the screen. Vilnius, yeah, there they go. Okay, just leave that there. Can we put that on the screen? Please. Hopefully this will work. So, search engine optimization, number one is the keywords. Number two is what we would call the technology. So it's called meta tags, alt tags, title tags, and I'm going to show you what these are. So if we look here, if we go down, we can scroll down. This, stop there. This is their meta tag. And this meta tag doesn't talk about who they are. So when you're in your website on the technology, make sure your web designer puts in the meta tag who you are as a club. Otherwise, Google will not understand it. Number two, if we click on the website, please. So this is the meta tag, and that is in your website. So that's the technology. If we look at the top here of this website, when it comes together, hopefully it'll... so see, we can't really see it at the top. Right at the very, very top where the cursor is, everybody see the wee Vilnius Vitus? At the very, not the URL, but the next one up, that is your title tag. That is your title tag. And your title tag should not say homepage. It should say about your club. Because Google looks at the meta tag, which you've just looked at, and the title tag. Okay, we can put back the presentation, thank you. So number one is keywords. Number two is technology, meta tags, title that I've shown you. And number three is an interesting one, links. Links to your website. Yeah, so you want to make sure the Federation is linking to your website. You want to make sure that news reports that you send out, press releases, there's a link in the news report that when it goes onto the news website, it links back to your site. Because links says to Google that, oh, there's something important about this organization. So everyone say keywords. Keywords. So you must have the keywords that people search. Number two, everyone say technology. That is your title tag and your meta tag that we've just gone through. For that, go and see your website, people. And number three, links. Everybody say links. This is links from someone's website, maybe your sponsor's website, to your website. Very, very simple. That's what SEO is. You've got to grab the attention quickly. What do we mean by that? Why should we grab attention quickly? I'm going to say to Elvira, she says, no. Why should we grab attention quickly? Why do we think? Yep. Yep. So normally what happens is the attention span, if this is on YouTube, you want to say your most important news up front. That
Maybe top players.
Yes! Hands up. Who uses their players to share your stories? Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There's a simple one you can take away. Thank you. Why not use the players to get across your key messages? And these are the things you want to really focus on. So I'm going to show you some examples. They'll come up. Really simple examples. So this is obviously Ritzis that we've looked at. This is their website. What do you notice on that website? What do you see? Well, I'm coming here then. What do you see?
I see a player of the team, the logo, some text.
Is it busy?
No.
Yeah, good.
It's busy with images,
Yeah.
not with the text.
It's not that busy. So when I look at this, I see very clear structure of their website. Where do I go to get tickets? Florian, where do I go to get tickets? Where do you think?
I may go to tickets. I may click on it.
You get my point. Keep it simple. But look, they've got tickets, team, news, sponsors, community, shop. Nice and simple. Look what else they've got. They've integrated their social media into their website. Also, languages. Now, I understand maybe not so much, but you still need to, because other people will be looking at your website. Now, I did a search engine optimization. If you go on to Google and type SEO tools, so SEO tools, you will be able to put your website on and actually search of what Google thinks of the website. And believe it or not, one of the things that they've talked about here is bad meta tags and also lack of internal and external links. And you can do that free of charge online. Search on Google for free SEO tools. Then you insert your website and it will tell you information about your activity. But look, very clear big message. Same this one, social media coverage, clear overview of the website, really simple. Based on user experience. So let's look a little bit at social media. Okay, social media, these are a couple of posts. Look at the bio. Good bio, but there is a link to their online shop. You see the e-shop, the little link? How simple is that? You can link your website or your ticketing into your social media bio, which is what they did. Look at the photograph for this final score. Really looking at the team and the image of the team. Quite impactful. Then they've done a Father's Day promotion. Now you might do a National Women's Day. You might do, I don't know, some other campaign around a key date that you can promote your players, yeah. Birthdays is also, yeah. But look at this one. Really simple. Look at the thumbnail. This is called a thumbnail. Everybody say thumbnail. Thumbnail is where you would get on YouTube. And this is the image that they look. Why is a thumbnail? Why do you think a thumbnail is important?
So people can go in and watch videos, so it's more, it gets attention from the people.
Listen, you are now top of the class. Don't tell anybody else, but you are top of the class. Yes, Absolutely. The thumbnail attracts your eye. So if you're on YouTube, make sure you've got creative thumbnails. Look at the images here. What do you think of these images? Are they good or bad? They're good. What do you think? Are they good or not good? The images is good. Yeah. Yes. So use good photographs. Use good photographs. So what you might do is go to the local college and bring on a student who's doing photography and get them to take nice photographs and use them. Look at this photograph. Do you know what that photograph tells me? Teamwork. We're in this together. And it's one image, and I couldn't tell you if that's their value, but teamwork, we're in it together. They're using the photograph to get across their values. Everybody looking? Here's the values of Kosovo. For all of the values, everybody see it? This is the values of the Federation. Visionary, passionate, winner, respect, hard work. These are the things you want to see on your social media, and it makes your values come alive. Look at this image. Look at this image. And they're also having a bit of fun by using GIFs. Okay. So, get to know the players.
Hey, Ritas fans. I'm Javon Graves, and I'll be playing for Ritas this year. I'm looking forward to the great season ahead of us.
Great! Javon Graves! Howard's at home! Graves from Dita. Oh, that's huge. Graves from Dita. Yes, with a big three, and Javon Graves!
So, what they did, they had the player speak at the start, "Hey fans, it's good to be here." And then showed some exciting plays that maybe get the fans excited. Simple. Or...
Hey, Ritas fans, I'm Javon Graves.
Would you rather play a game barefoot or not drink water during game day?
Not drink water. Not drink water. Play a game barefoot. Play a game barefoot. Not drink water. No water. Barefoot sounds better.
Would you rather be trapped in a room with Javin De La Rey or Armas Velucci?
So, remember, Vitas, one of their things was about fun and having a bit of entertainment. So they have just said to a player, would you rather? And they've created a series of videos around it. Would you rather sleep with your partner, be this person or this person when you go on trips? Would you rather blah, blah, blah? And they have created video content around that. Then the next one is looking at some training. Simple training techniques. But unique behind the scenes. Nothing complicated. Just simple things. Then they can do a simple interview.
First I want to thank my teammates. This wouldn't be possible without them, and they're a huge part of my success. Thank Coach for giving me the opportunity to be myself and do what I do on a daily basis.
Now, what I would say, two things about that video that I want you to focus in on. What do you think is good about this video? It links the players to the fans. Yes, I'm going to be even more practical. What do you think? Think really practical. Is it dark? Is it dark? The person has got lights coming in, or there's lights somewhere. So can you imagine if this had no light? It would look terrible. What else? Link to light. There is. What? Subtitles, yep, that's another one. But one more I'm thinking of. I can see it on his chest. Mike!
I'd like to thank everybody, and it's great to be here, and thank you very much. And right, I'll see you all later on. Okay, bye-bye.
Hello, everybody. I'm mic'd up. This is nice. Good to hear you. Simple, simple, simple. Look at how clear that it is. And then maybe a unique view of your venue. So very quickly, we have looked at some players, how to create your own series. Would you prefer this over this? So really simple ideas, so you're not always thinking, oh, what can I do now? You're creating something simple. You maybe get to know the players, but also get to know the venue. Simple, simple ideas. Pre-content, maybe an innovative way to promote your game. Just a simple, creative, or good use of key moments in the game.
Got it.
So a key moment in the game.
Step back.
But listen to the music.
This is how legends.
And the music is linked.
Got it.
To the content. Maybe you can look at game content if you've got the rights to do that. The best of season highlights, or the best of your month highlights. And then you can look at integrating your sponsor. If you have a regular thing, like let's say, for example, would you, or tell me about, get to know the players, like this one, maybe you can get it sponsored. Look, bullseye. So all of these things is something that you can maybe do. Not only have you got your game, but how can you use and create a new series of content that you can produce every week? Maybe it's a game highlight. Maybe it's focusing on a player each month. Maybe it is something a little bit more to get to know the player. Tell me something interesting about you, etc., etc. Is it warm in here? Everybody warm? Or is it me just running about? I'm roasting. Woo! Okay. So, who can help you to create all this content? So any thoughts on that content? Is anybody else doing something of innovation? What are you doing that's something that you can share?
Right now, there's nothing like something special that we are doing, but we're preparing for this season.
Yep.
Things that we're doing a little bit special, probably taking some professional videography and photography.
Very good.
That we are going to do for our preparations, and perhaps sharing the results and all the things that I mentioned previously, like sharing the player's bio, how they think about our city, how, even the foreign players, how they feel about coming here in Kosovo and playing different culture, different stuff, and that's all.
Very good. So all of a sudden, what you're starting to do is to create regular content so you don't have to always think about. So one might be the game. Yeah? And this will be the up-and-coming game, the results, poll, stroke voting. You could also then get to know the players and have this as a series. You could have competitions or polls. You could maybe have something unique about the venue. And what you're doing now, you can say, well, I could do this, I can do this, I can do this. So these are my 4 or 5 things I'm going to produce every month. Okay, you will do other things. But this means you're not having to always think, what do I do now? And you identify what works. Get people to share, retweet. Any questions? Is all okay? Simple. Fans don't like new things. And maybe this is an opportunity to try and break that culture. Right. This is a great example, and I understand. When you do something in marketing, it's got to be consistent. You cannot do something in and out. But when you work with the fans, find out what they do want and then deliver that content for them, whatever that may be.
Usually they want only results here.
They only want results.
They only want results. Last season at my club, we had like a series with the players called Wild Talk. Wild West is the motto of our club. Wild Talk was the motto of the series we had with the players, with the coach, with the fans. But usually the fans here like only the results. If the results are not good, everything you bring new. We also opened a TV, the first club maybe in the Balkans to have a TV of their own.
Yep.
And they troll you for it.
Okay.
Because they wait only for the results, and when you don't have results, everything else goes down.
But I take what you're saying, but I'm going to challenge you. Is that okay? You've got to change. If you do the same what you've always done, you'll always get the same. You have got to challenge and to break that down. If it was me, I would want to be getting out more content that gets across my brand so that I can get more sponsors. If I'm a business, I want to drive money in some way, whether that's fans or sponsors, and people want to be associated with a brand that they can link to. Think of the car exercise that we did. That is why branding is so important. And if it does take a bit of time, I understand. Well, that's all about relationships. But like what we're talking about here, you've got to build a content calendar. Now, we're going to get you to do it. So if you can listen, you're going to do an exercise. So step 1 is where you meet as a team and you discuss content that you want to create. Yep. What content can we create? Like Vitas, what they were saying at the case study, they met as a team to discuss different ideas. When you've done that, you then put it into a content calendar. And this means it's good planning. So what does that content? You're going to do one of these. So if you can. So first of all, there's the dates of each month. The day of each month. That says what day you're going to launch the content. What day will I post on X? Next, well, what is it you are posting? Is it an interview with a player? Is it a pre-match game? Is it a result from the game? What content are you posting? Is it part of a wider campaign, i.e. to get more people to the game? Is it part of some other campaign that you're developing in your club? Who is authorizing it and who's approving it? And on what channels are you going to post it? So this is the content calendar. We're going to get you to do one. It starts off with the date, what the content is it part of a campaign? And it may not be. Who's going to produce it? Who will approve it? And on what channel will you actually post the content. And what you're trying to do is you do this 2-3 weeks before the following month. You do this 2 or 3 weeks, so you sit down, so like this. Hi team, how are you? We're all excited for next month. What content are we going to produce? And we debate. And then we put it into the plan. So that everyone here knows what you're producing and why you're producing it. What's the reason for it? So what does that look like? Something like this. It might be a referee workshop, an interview with a FIBA instructor on the 3rd. It's part of a referee campaign. The author is George, the approval is Jeff, and I'm going to post it on my website, Facebook, and 2 posts on Twitter. I'm going to do a video update on the president on the 25th. So it's a video update on the president, the campaign, okay, president update. George is going to get it, I will approve it, and it's going to go on all of my social media channels, including my website. Let's take another one. It's the launch of your ticketing for, okay, this is for a federation, but it's the launch of a ticketing campaign. It's the men's A team. It's Florian is going to produce it. Jeff will okay it, and these are the areas I'm going to put it on. Any questions? Seem okay? I'm going to show you in a minute. Yep. But this is the planning. What we're trying to get you to do is to plan in advance. And what you do, you discuss as a team 2 weeks before the month previous, the month coming up. Does that make sense? So 2 weeks before, you get people together, you discuss what you're going to produce. Remember, if you have regular series, it's better to keep producing that. Now, what I want you to do, you are the media officer of Yomo Basketball Club. It's a famous club. I've just made it up. I've totally made it up. Okay, so Yomo Basketball Club from Kosovo. You are in the top league and you've got 3 games to play in December 2024. Okay? Your general manager or chief executive has asked you to create a content calendar for the month of December. So this is the month of December. Your general manager has asked you to create content are you going to make for December. Here's some information. You've got 3 games. Doesn't matter if they're home or away. Remember, it's Christmas, so think about the festive. The players will be visiting 1 school in December, so think about the school visit. You feel free to add other events. You feel free to add other content. Yay, you've got no budget. So no budget. You have 1 photographer, 1 video, and 2 staff. And Yomo is active on Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and you have a website. So what I want you to do in groups is discuss, if you were Yomo Basketball and you've got 3 games, you've got the festive, you're going to a school, what other things would you do in the month of December? What content would you create? When would you do it? And what platforms would you post on? Any questions? Okay, we will give you 10-15 minutes. Over to you. Great job. What? Sorry?
Individually or group task?
No, in a group. In a group. So you're Yomo Basketball, discuss. You're Yomo Basketball, discuss. What can you do in December? Think about your games. We would like maybe 1 person to come up. Would somebody like to come up and talk through? Who would like to come up before I pick? Who would like to come up? Yeah?
Asking if they can get some extra time.
Oh, extra time? No problem. Yep, no problem. We'll give it another 2 or 3 minutes. We'll give it another 2 or 3 minutes. No problem.
For the first day of the month, we've chosen to do a graphic of the monthly schedule calendar.
Nice.
To show the dates of the game and everything else. On the first day of the week, which is Monday, and it's December 2nd, we've chosen to do the training pictures. And 1 day later, we've chosen to do a poster of the week's game to tell the schedule where the game will be played. 1 day off, posting. Then 3 days before the game, we return with an interview with the coach.
Thank you.
On Friday, we decide to put the tickets on sale. The game is on Sunday, but on Saturday we do a throwback from previous games with the opponent. On Sunday it's match day, so it's match day content. And 1 day later we do the MVP, the game pictures, and everything that happened the previous nights. Tuesday is day off. On Wednesday we return with short reels and the best highlights from the game. On Thursday we return, since it's the end of the year, player talks about what went on during the year, how it passed, how it was. On Friday we do the match information, who is injured, who will play, the tickets, and other stuff like that. On Saturday we've chosen to do the special kits for last year of the for the last game of the year and for the festive period.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's match day, live coverage. And on Monday, we return with the team update if there is any injury. Since it's the end of the year, we return with letters to the sponsor to thank them for their help during the year. Some days off. Interview with the fans to see how they like the year, if they did like the year, or if they did not like the year. 1 day before the last game of the year, we announced that we're giving free tickets to everyone, so everyone can join the last game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it ends. It's the last game of the year. We do some surprises for the fans and some things like that. And the other 10 days are free because we did not have time to finish.
Okay, can we give a round of applause? Brilliant. So I want to show, look at all of this content that was produced or discussed inside 15 minutes. But can you imagine if you had the monthly schedule sorted out 2-3 weeks beforehand? If you had some of these interviews set up and maybe interviewed beforehand, it means as a social team, you're not always running around. Now look, post-monthly schedule at the start, interview with the coach, ticket sales, throwback, really good, game day content, MVP, the best highlights, end of year player interviews, who's going to play, who's not, team update, sponsors update, interview with fans. Just simple but really good ideas. Now, what I would really want you to do is to think, okay, if we have an event like going to a school, yep, what content can you create? And you want to create as much content in 1 day that you can then release over that week. We call it, you put the content in the can, you record it, so it's already done. And that is why what the guys did in Lithuania, you can record at any time a would you video. Would you have coffee or tea? Coffee. Would you like blue or black? Black. You can record that content at any time, but it becomes a series that you can release over the period of time. But what we've tried to do you discuss in a team, and once you've discussed, you put it in a plan. Now, can I just see that? Thank you. Look, this was done in 15 minutes. In 15 minutes. Imagine if you were to do that from now on. No. I'm going to challenge you. We want you to do a monthly content calendar every month this season. We want you to meet as a team 2 weeks before, and we want you to create a monthly calendar, taking in things such as branding that we were discussed earlier. So these are the things that I want you to do. But again, listen to the music. It's trying to tell a story. It's high impact. And this was produced by the people locally. So this is just some example of what has been produced locally here, which is, yes. So let's give them a round of applause. We're going to now touch on how to edit some of these videos, a practical session after the break. Because in this, it was high tempo, moving from one to the other. There was music. So how do you do that when you don't have money? So we're going to just touch on it very, very briefly when we come back from the break. So what we want you to do is to think of your brand. What is the voice? What is your voice of your club? Based on that, we want you to start to sit down as a team and create a content calendar based on your tone of voice, based on your personality of your club, and start to plan out the content so that you can produce things like this. So we will be back at 3:30, 15 minutes. 3:30, make sure you download CapCut. See you in 15 minutes. Thank you. So if you can open up CapCut as some people are coming in. Hopefully I will try and do this. Hopefully this will last. So we've now gone through branding and the importance of branding. We've now gone through some digital ideas and some examples very quickly. And we have now gone through creating a content calendar, the formation to do that. Like anything, how do you put all this content together? It could be a staff member, it could be a volunteer or fan, or it could be someone from a local university. Now, you might say, but Jeff, we don't have the money for editing tool, etc., etc. And I understand that. So there is a tool called Canva, and hopefully I'm going to show you. So this is the Canva, or it's not Canva, CapCut, apologize. And CapCut is, at the minute anyway, a free video editing tool. So let's try and go through. So this is the screen that you get. Some people will be using this tool, others not. But this is the first that you will get. You click on. So I'm going to try and take you through how to use it so that you can then use this tool when you go back to your club. Okay? But we are going to give you a group exercise on how to use CapCut. So you will be using it in a group exercise. Are we ready? Okay, so you touch on the new project. A new project will bring up some videos from your camera. So I want to bring in this video. I've taken this video before. Okay, so I want to add that. So you click add and it brings it into this that you see in front of you. So you hit the play button and there's the video that's just gone in. Everybody got that? You see the plus button? You see the plus button? Yep. You hit the plus button and you can now bring in a second video. Hit add. Now all of a sudden, if I hit the play button, everybody see the play button up here? Yeah? This is the play button. If I hit the play button, I have now brought in my 2 videos. Hello everyone, I want to show you a great block in a recent FIBA competition. Here it is. Now, at the end, you see the CapCut, so I don't want that. So I click on the CapCut area and it highlights it. Everybody see the white area highlighted? So I don't want that ending. Everybody see that? So I just hit the delete button. So I've highlighted the ending bit with the CapCut branding. I don't want it, so I delete it. So I hit delete. It's gone. Okay? Now what I want to do, I want to bring in the video of the game. So what do? I want to add a third video. So I will look at the plus button. Everybody see the plus button? Yeah? So I'll hit plus. And then I go to the video. There's my video. There's the video that I want to add. So I've selected the video. And then I add it. And now, if I go to the front, I hit play. You see the play? So I hit play, and I very quickly brought in the FIBA Plus video, the video of me. I want to show you a great block in a recent FIBA competition. Here it is. And then it comes to the video that we've just brought in. And that's the video that I wanted to bring in. And it comes to the end. Now, what I want to do, I just realized, watch this, when I hit play, I have a space, I have a space, I have a space. Ah, too much of a space. So, I select the video. Everybody see that I've selected it? And then if I hold it, I can actually trim the video. Now, I'm going to trim it a lot to make a point. So, watch. You see the way I've just cut out a little bit of the video? So you can play about with it. I will not make it perfect. But you get the idea. So how you do that, you select, and you can just go and pinch either button on here or here to cut it or extend it. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to cut it a wee bit, and let's see what that looks like. So there's my little video saying the introduction. Now, does everybody see how quicker I've started? And all I've done is I selected it, and then I used this button here to reduce the amount. So in other words, I've taken out that time where I'm like this. Hello, everybody. So I've taken that out. But see how easy it is to do? Then I want to put a video over it. So what I'm going to do, if you look at, it's called overlay. Everybody see overlay? I can overlay a video onto it. So I'm just going to make this just for an example. So I'm going to overlay. I'm going to add it. And the overlay of my video will be this little bit that I've taken today. And all of a sudden, it's now overlaid. Now, what does that look like? So I hit play. There's my little video. Then it does me as an introduction. But watch when it hits the overlay bit. So I can cut, by the overlay, I can cut to another video. It's not right for editing, but I'm just doing it for quickness. Sound, yep. So if I then want to add some sound, then what do I do? Hello everyone, I want to show you a great block in a recent FIBA competition. Here it is. So then I can stop this. I can put audio. And I'm going to record myself. You ready? So I'm going to record myself. Hello everybody. Hopefully this works. And we're all good. So let's now see what it's like. So there's the intro video. Here's me. Hello everyone. I want to show you a great block in a recent FIBA competition. So here comes the video, and then here comes my voiceover. Hello everybody, hopefully this works, and we're all good. So what you do is you then select, and you can change and delete the sound from that video. Okay, now let's say we want to make the transition. If you see the white box, this white box with the line up here in the middle, this allows you for a transition. So if I click on the white box, it brings me up a transition. In other words, something that's going to, how I transition from one to the next. and I can select whatever transition I want to put in. And I just select it by here. We'll not do that at this stage, but you can see all of these different transitions that can be put in from one. So in other words, it can fade out and fade back in again. Now, when you've done that, you can add a text. So, oops, sorry, I'm trying to do this. So let's see if we can add a text. We can add some effects. And there's different effects that you can put in, as well as adding a text to the video as well. And you can speed the video up, etc., etc. There's a lot of, let's say, things you can put in here. What I've tried to do is just to how you add a video, how you can do a transition, take off the ending. And when you finish, see the export at the top? If you hit export, then this exports it. And then it's done. So if I go into my, there's the video. So here we go. Play video. Hopefully this plays. And this is just something that I've done. You get the idea. I haven't done that particularly well from an editing just because of time. But this is a free tool. Now you can pay for additional features, but you can do a lot just with here. So the best way to do that is to try it. And that's what we're going to do now. Okay, any questions on that so far? It's very self-explanatory. But what we're trying to do, you've now downloaded it. We've showed you very quickly how to install a video. Remember, you go to here. Whoops. You go to New Project. You select, for example, the video you want. And then you add. Then you can select the other videos. And then you could add text, audio, etc., etc. But that's how you start. This is the main screen that you will see at the start of CapCut. What we would want you to do, so now, not only from Ben's session, we want you to come up with your voice. What is your personality, your voice of your club? We want you now to develop a content plan every month going forward. And what we want you to do now is to use some free tools like CapCut on your social media. So what we're going to do today, now I wonder if we can get this over to the presentation. Let me see if we can do this. Yep, okay, good. Now it's really important because you're going to do a bit of work. Let's see if you can see the difference. Remember, it is important to have a microphone. So you listen, as you're listening, here we go.
So this is me recording now without no microphone.
So this is me recording with this little microphone device. The microphone is connected with the phone. It's actually connected. Did everybody hear the difference? So I want to urge you. Everybody knows you don't have to take a video with a white wall behind. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Coach. No, use it with the own background. Maybe it's the venue. But make sure the light is pointing into them. Yeah, you're better doing videos outside where there's natural light. But if you have, you can buy a light that's very, very easy to buy, 30 or 40 euros. and you like the subject, which makes it a big difference. But you also and a microphone. So I bought, this is the device here. You see it on my lapel? And I literally attach one end to the bottom of my phone, and I attach the other end as a wireless onto my shirt. But you heard the difference? When you microphone up someone, it sounds a lot better. That's the quality we're looking to get. All right? Is that okay? All right. So, lighting is important, sound is important, but also the quality of music is important, together with your storyline and the backdrop that you're using. So think of these things when you're creating videos. Now, what's the group exercise? Here we go. So here's the first thing. You will learn 10-15% from us. You will learn more from each other discussing. You will learn a lot when you actually do it. You will learn a lot when you actually do it. So we want you to actually create a video using CapCut. I want you to please get into it. Do not be, I let you two or you two do it. No. You might be the director. You might be a starring cast member. You might be the video person. But everyone has to have a role. Please get into this exercise. If you get into it, you'll get a lot out of it. And here's a tip I would suggest. Before you start, map out your story. Okay, so you're like this. So this could be like a storyboard. So story one here might be intro to whatever. This might be a shot of the basketball. This might be a shot of the president speaking. This might be whatever. But you create a storyline. So that's number one. Create the storyline. Then number two, identify the roles. Who's the camera person? Who's the director? Who is starring in it? And what we want you to do, and we have some basketballs here, we want you to pretend, okay? We want you to pretend you are the media officer of Yomo Basketball Club. That's some club, huh? Yomo Basketball Club. You're the top of the league with one game to go against the team in second place, who are 1 point behind you. Your GM has asked you to create a video to promote the up-and-coming game. The video is aimed at your fans. Get to the game early, buy a ticket, we need your support, whatever. And the video is for Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, and it must be a maximum of 1 minute. So using some of the props that we have here, some of the basketballs, in your groups, you're going to do this. Please don't be scared. Please learn from it. Please get into it. Go outside. There's a basketball court outside. You can do it all in here. But what I want you to do is be creative. So just a recap. So number one, develop your story. Is that okay? Develop your story. Number two, identify the roles. And then number 3, go and shoot. And you will send them to me on WhatsApp to this mobile number. You will send them to me on WhatsApp to this mobile number. Florian, is that okay? Any questions? Please learn by doing. Use outside. You have 25 minutes. 25 minutes to do your story, to go and shoot your 1 minute. Go and enjoy and learn. Over to you.
That was quite fun to see all of you going a little bit outside. Some of you stayed inside. I mean, you were trying to do very good stuff. So we're not going to probably watch all of them, but we have, let's pick one. Let's pick the one from your group, for instance. Before we actually watch the video, I would like you to, maybe some of you, I mean one of your group, to explain us a little bit the storyline, what you were trying to do through the video.
Okay. Me tregu procesin që kena bua, apo?
Çka keni dashur me përshkruaj përmes videos?
Po në bazë kësaj video kena dashur me tregu që është game day, do me thonë, dhe me I thirr njerëz për me ble bileta dhe me ardhë me pa ndeshjen.
just in the video?
This one here?
Yes. No.
This one here?
Yes.
Okay, are we ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'll play it again.
Effects that are pro, so that's why it's not finished.
Very good. Okay.
Thank you. So maybe just as a little bit of I mean, as part of this exercise, I would like to a little bit hear from you guys what you think about this video. What do you like? What you maybe do not like? I mean, the point is not to say you're good or you're not so good, but it's about learning what could be the things to be improved to make this type of video even better. And keeping in mind you did this in what, 20 minutes, even less. So I think, first of all, it's fantastic, but I would like to hear maybe, you know, what you believe could be even done better on this video. Anyone?
No.
Go ahead.
Hi, I like the editing. It's good. I think the video is a little bit short. It can be a little bit longer. And a little bit of talking or explaining what's going on or where the game is going to be or something like that. Thank you.
Okay. What we were trying to explain, it was the game day, the date, the place, but as I mentioned before, because of the pro, we didn't. So based on what people see in social media especially, there are 3 till 6 seconds. If there is something that you have to show them, you have to show them in the first 6 seconds or they will skip. That's why we try to make it more shorter than 20 or something like that. That's why.
What I liked about this, nice music, nice sort of like movement in it, a little bit of dynamic. Suppose, like anything, you want to have at the end the date, the time, the location, you know, as an ending screenshot. But hey, it's good. Shall we go to the next one? I'll play it again, but flowing over to you.
Now, any comments on this video? I mean, again, I see that you guys liked it, but I would like to hear a little bit what you liked, what made you actually like the video and smile at the end and say it's a good video. Anybody wants to react?
I like the transitions that are made. Also, the final information, it was in the end. That was great. Maybe in the beginning it's too long for me. I don't prefer movies to see. So in general, it's fine. It's a good one.
That would have been also my comments. I mean, I like the structure of it, but the introduction, or let's say the beginning of the video, as you say, is a bit too long. So in that, like maybe extra 2 or 3 seconds, that is probably too long. If you're someone watching this video on a platform, probably you switch to the next one because it gets too long.
And then the biggest problem is they're not going to see the end, the final information that the video represents.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's nowadays, unfortunately, or I mean, whether we like it or not, that's the way it is. I mean, people are scrolling and changing the videos quite quickly. So that's why earlier in the workshop, we were referring to the fact that we need to catch the attention very quickly. And here, that could be the problem of this video. And if they change, they don't see the end, as you rightly said, and then you don't reach your goal. So good video, but probably the introduction too long.
Shall we look at the others?
Yeah, I mean, very quick feedback, but in just randomly and not pointing any videos, but probably some of the videos we've seen maybe are a little bit too long. Again, who's the target audience? Difficult to judge with an exercise like this, but sometimes I would say the tone is a little bit too formal. The rhythm of the video is too long. I mean, you're lacking maybe sometimes also some transitions. But overall, I mean, I think all of you guys did a fantastic job. Again, 20 minutes. Some of you 20 minutes ago didn't know the tool, didn't know how to use it, didn't know what kind of storyline or what kind of audience you're targeting. And the point of this exercise, I guess, Jeff, was just to make you use the tool and to show you and to prove you how easy it is to create videos and just by creating a good storyline, a good tone of voice, and then just making sure that some of the things are in place, like short video, good transition, good sound. I mean, again, illustrating what you said, Jeff. So all of this was very well done in just 20 minutes. Can you imagine what you can do if you have an hour? Can you imagine if you can plan already what you want to do and do it?
So when you're creating these videos, like what Ben was saying, what is your tone of voice? Is it playful? Is it serious? Is it witty? And that should come across in your videos consistently, because then people will see the personality behind your brand. And what you've done in such a short time, really well done. Really, really well done. Now go and do it. Go and use the tool and improve the video editing. So we go to the last section, which is on email marketing. Sometimes maybe people don't think a lot about email marketing, But why should we do, I'm going to actually come to Ben while he's here. Ben, what do you think is, why is email an important part of the digital mix? So when we say digital mix, you have an app, you have a website, you have social media. From your point of view, Ben, as a marketing expert, why is email marketing important?
Well, for mainly two reasons in my view. I mean, the first one is the personalization and the direct relationship with your fan. You won't have on social media, you always have a platform in between your relationship with the fan. Here, you actually have the direct relationship. So if there's a message that you want to pass, it's a direct message that you're sending to your fans. It's also a way to get the best data because you're getting all the data of your fans. So tailorization on one side, it's actually help you to have you will know their birthday, you will know a number of things with email marketing, and you can engage them with obviously time to time. It's less intrusive than a message, like a phone message, or social media ads. And you already have that direct response because you know when they open it, you know obviously if they read it, you can obviously put incentives. So there's a number of things that makes it relevant. And then obviously this is from a commercial part, and obviously talking about the commercial ads here, this is what the sponsor is going to come back to you at. Because you can say you have 5 million fans. I mean, who can prove that? If you say you have 5 million contacts in your database, that actually you have something concrete that the fans and the sponsors are happy to, okay, well, then I will be able to market all those guys.
Yeah, thank you. So how do we do that? Well, number one, you build your database. So how do you do that? Well, maybe your ticketing. If you do online ticketing, you will have the email addresses from those. You will have email addresses from those who have purchased a ticket online. Those from your online shop who have purchased in your online shop. Maybe on your website where you have asked people to register for the email. Now, we do this in the club. In your club, you capture as well just email addresses. Why do you do that? Why? From a club point of view.
Yeah, so as Ben said, it's direct. You reach them directly with a message that through social media or through other forms of communication they wouldn't receive. And it depends on what tool you're using for your newsletter. You can even see what's the percentage that read the message that they reached, and you can see what works, what doesn't work. So we try to gather as much as possible. We definitely can do a better job of it, but there's certain like GDPR restrictions as well. We want to do it because it showed that it's one of the most effective ways to reach. If we have a, let's say, my example that I showed, like this new merchandise that was just released. So on social media, if you post it, most of them are going to see it, but not all. But if you reach them with an email, they already see the price. They already can click and order immediately. It's a really effective way to reach people.
So what Ritas has done here, look, email, Vardes, is that first name? Yeah. Pavarad is surname.
I cannot see it.
Amzus.
Age.
Age and telephone number. Yeah. Boom. That's it. That's all they're collecting. Now, they can collect additional information as they go through. So, in other words, here's my form to collect all of the... I'll not bother. No. Name, surname, email, phone, boom, done. Simple and quick. So, what we would say when you're sending out the email, do not send it from Gmail or Yahoo! Make sure you send it from your club's domain name. Does that make sense? Do not use spam words like free or these type of things, this will then stop your email. It will block it. So try not and use spam words. Your email line. So if I get an email from Florian, I look, Florian, okay, it's important. But then I look at the subject line, and that will entice me to read it. So the subject line on your email is important. Something that is of interest that allows you to say, I must check that out. Other things, you personalize something that Ben was saying. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Jeff. And you can do that through email marketing. Your email header and footer should be the same as your website or social media. Clear call to action, and make sure it's able to view on mobile. And I'm going to show you a tool to do this. But the big thing for me is it's a way for you to communicate your message, but also for a sponsor to get a message out through you. You never give your database to the sponsor. It's always through you. This is Orlando City in the MLS. They even went less. First name, last name, email, done. So really quick to gather content. Then in Orlando, pre-game, they send an email before regarding the match preview, how to buy a ticket, a clear call to action, clear branding. But look what they also send. How do you arrive at the stadium? Your bag policy, a map, general information, code of conduct. All of that is in the email that's sent to you as a fan before you go, so you're better prepared. So this is pre-game, a second email that gives you the information that you need. And also be able to say, for example, clear brand, so that the purple is their colour. Fan survey, so when I left the stadium, I got an email the day after to say, what was the experience like? And Darren, tomorrow will talk about the fan experience and the fan's journey. But have you asked your fans to grade the fan experience at your game? What? I wouldn't do that. Be very interesting, and you can do it on email using SurveyMonkey or Google Forms. What did you think? How could we improve it? Rate our service. And then this is another one just from the Irish Football Association. Look at the branding, clear. Look, it's very clear photographs, very limited text, but the text is for you to click on the link to find more information. So it's not heavy text. No, it's photograph, minimal text. You can even include videos. And you can even say, look, Jeff, I believe it was your birthday. So because I give them my data of my birthday, they were able to say, happy birthday. Personalized to me. So I want to show you very, very quickly, and literally 30 minutes and we're done. Is everybody still with me? Okay. Yep. Yes? Okay, nobody's with me. Everybody's still with me? Okay, right. Let's try and go into MailChimp. Let's see if I can get this up. So MailChimp allows you for maybe, I think the first 250 emails free of charge. So this allows you, if you have 250, you can send once a month. And this allows you to send out emails and to build your database up. So for me, here's the MailChimp, the yellow here. So you click on MailChimp. Remember, you've added in your ticketing database, your merchandise database, And out comes the likes of this. This tells me the number of people subscribed. And I can actually go into now these are an example of mine. So this is an email that I send out. And I can go and see, look at the performance. Who's opened it? When they've opened it. And how many got bounce rates. So look at the data I can find. I know that most people open my email in the first several hours. So I have a database of 400. I know of the 400, 50% open it. The click rate, 3%, is actually relatively high. But I can see when they open it, the number of subscribers, what they have done regarding my my email campaign. So how do I do it? I hit the plus, create an email. So I create an email. I select a template. So there's a number of templates that are already in place. So you just select the one that you want. So hit select. And then you can start to build up your database. So when you click on the logos, you can change this wording. You can change this wording. Very, very simple. So, hello, Florian. And I've just put my, into it. So really simple. I can set up a very simple email and I can link to my stories on my website. Very, very simple. That then I can send out, I can preview it. I'm going to send a test email. I'm going to send it to Florian. I hit send. And hopefully Florian will have an email from me about the stuff that I pulled together. And you can change the headings and the footer. You can do all of this. Now, I went through that really quickly. But there, look. Florian, would you mind just showing around? This was done there now. 2 minutes. If you don't mind. Everybody see it? So you can change the heading, the images to your own club. The same as your website. And you can send it really quickly using MailChimp. So then what I can do, I can then see, okay, I can change the subject. This is where, look, I can put in the subject, the email subject line. I can preview it. It's coming from my Gmail. So in there, when I click, I can just change it to come from my work email address. All is very, very simple and point and click. Now, that's maybe too quick. But I have now pulled together. I can just click on the button. I can go and choose from a file. I can choose my photographs. I'll go to my gallery. I'll take this photograph. Select it. And it can start to go in. It takes a bit of time. But this allows you to start and pull together. There it's in. You see? So I've just put the photograph that I've took today. And I can link that to a story. I can change. I can add on this button. This puts a link to my website. So you can see it's relatively simple to use. Now, again, I've probably done that far, far too quick, but I just want to give you a little bit of thought on that tool called MailChimp. Any questions? Any questions? So again, what I would suggest, maybe you could consider, I probably would not say to you, just go do it. I would go and do some research. Do you want to do it? Why are you doing it? Is it to reach a personalized audience of your fans? Is it a new marketing channel? Is it for your sponsors? What content would you do each month? How often are you going to send it out? And then you decide whether you create an email campaign using a tool like MailChimp. Now, we go to our last section. This is 2 or 3 slides and then we're done. Digital revenues. How can you make money online? So, let me go through. I'll come over to here. How can you make money online? So, how can you generate money from the internet or from digital? What do you think? Give me one.
Different ways selling.
Selling what?
You can sell different things, clothes,
yes.
shoes.
Selling merchandise. And we would call that an e-shop or online. So absolutely. What else? So an e-shop. What else? What? Yep. How else can you make money online?
Selling courses.
Selling courses. Yep. There's another. Give me another one. Selling content on videos. What? Yes. You can sell to a sponsor content that you're creating, especially on a regular time. Brilliant. What else? Come on. What else? Where else can you make money? There's a big one. There's a big E. There's a big one. Huh? Ads. Yep, you can do ads.
You can also make money from freelance with video editing, graphic designing, marketing services.
Very interesting. Can you freelance out your video activity to another club? That might be an interesting space.
I don't know.
Oof. Might do. What else? What's a biggie? What does fans buy? Ticketing. Yes. Online tickets. What else? Come on. Push, push, push. What other things can you sell online? What other things can you do to make money online? Is it just an online shop, ticketing and content? Okay. You've done well. So, NFTs. NFTs is a way where people have in essence, it's called a non-fundable token. In essence, it is like a piece of real estate online that you can buy. And it's to you. It's your property. It's like buying a painting. Selling your data. This is an interesting one. Elvira, do you sell your data for your league? Okay. Yep. So you can sell the data for your league, such as scores, what's happening live. People buy that data. So you can sell data. Online sponsorship, we've just touched on that. Online fantasy game, there's another way. Online courses, that was somewhere here. Yep, totally. Online merchandise, yep, at the back. Online advertising, that was here, yep. That online advertising could be in the email that we've just gone through. A sponsor's email at the bottom. €100, for example. Online membership, maybe you don't have that, but this is where maybe some of you've created an online membership program. Maybe not just yet, but some people do it for online membership. Live streaming, OTT. Now again, that may not work here, but it might do. It might work where you're generating money either on subscriptions, pay-as-you-go, or ads for live streaming your games. Online ticketing, online betting. And believe it or not, there are more. What I just want you to do is I just want you to understand that there are a range of online ways to make money. Yes?
There's one thing that just came up in my mind was like to sell a jersey of a player that was in game and sell it on like open rate, like who is going to buy it is going to, but like an open bets, and whoever wins it can get
There's a great idea. Did everybody get that? So here's a player's shirt. Maybe you get the player to sign the shirt, and then you do it as an online auction to generate additional money. That's a great idea. The point I'm getting across, here's a list of areas where you can generate money. And here's the biggie. Just start small. Maybe start with an online ad on your website or on the email. It doesn't have to be anything fantastic. Just start. So here's some examples. This is a post. Look, there's a sponsors. You're already doing this. Here's another one. This is in a football. Again, online sponsors. Here's an interesting one. Where's the sponsor? Where's the sponsor? Look how clear the sponsor is. This photograph was about the fans and the sponsor. It wasn't about this individual. But look at the real estate that would be on a post. It's a big space. Yep, right there. Here, again, making sure you've got good branding for your sponsor on photographs. So, some other things just to think of. Maybe if you've got a sponsor, maybe they can sponsor a prize. Maybe they can do the fixtures and results and have the sponsor's name attached to that. Maybe it could be the start of a video where you're doing Get to Know the Players series and a sponsor will fund that, small money. Here's another one, product placement. A product placement might be this bottle of water on your press conference. That's product placement. You haven't done anything, but you have put the water in front and right in the eye of the camera. Product placement. Logos on the website or the e-zine. So some things I want to just finish on and then we're done. There's a range of online tools. Sorry, let me just go back. Any questions about making money online? We're not really focusing on it today. We're more focusing on branding, digital content, and then the fan's journey. But anything else on making money online? The point I want to get across, there are several ways to make money. And why not start? Start small. Okay, online tools. We've went through MailChimp, CapCut, maybe your online fantasy game. Google has a free Google page speed to see what the page speed is of your website. Google Analytics, if it's linked to your website. Google Forms, SurveyMonkey, that's your putting a survey out to your fans. Hootsuite allows you to post to several platforms in the one go. Canva, you probably already maybe use it, is a graphical tool. And Coursera is actually an online course program that you can take online courses from, and you get a certificate from, but it's all online, self-paced. So these are some free tools that you can use. Equipment that you need, lights, a good microphone, and a good camera. The camera might be your mobile phone, so make sure it's a good quality. I would suggest you invest in a microphone that might be 50 euros and lighting that might be 50 euros. But just something that elevates, I'm not sure if that translation, but something that makes it better. Now, when you get tips, this is the last slide. Anybody sad? Anybody? Radmilla, are you sad? Okay, so on the email, I would suggest you consider, is email for you? You research it. And if you are, build your own list. Create content. Find out what content you want to produce before you start. Social media, maybe use carousels. Carousels is where you have several images in the one post. Yeah, that's it. Have a good mixture of videos and photographs, and use a common hashtag. Sponsorship, tag the sponsor in your post. Just from even the simplistic point of view, if you have a sponsor and on Facebook tag them. Actually tag them in your post. And then maybe use them in some branded content that you can generate money from. Your website, make sure the structure of your website is nice and simple and clean. SEO, have ticketing online, player profiles, and video content. Now, I think we said we'd be finished at 5:30, so we're finished a bit early, and I will bring my learned colleagues up. But what we tried to do today was to start off with the importance of building your brand. I cannot stress enough, build your brand. And I'm going to challenge you. Have you got clearly defined values? The way the values are set from the Federation. I'm just unsure you have that. If not, set those values down and agree your voice. Is it fun, formal? What is your voice? And when you start to post like that on a regular basis. So we talked about branding. Why? Because people want to be linked to certain people with a certain brand. So make your brand stand out. Make your brand stand out. Then what we did, we looked at digital content, some examples. We looked at creating an online calendar. I'm going to suggest to you that you create a content calendar by bringing everyone together every month and have a content calendar in place from now on. And then we looked at MailChimp very quickly, but more importantly, CapCut. Start and use these tools, but make sure you've got good microphone, good video, and then we looked at a couple of other bits at the end. So, I don't know, Radmila, if you want to come up, but any questions before? Because this is we are here and we want to help. If you want it on a one-to-one, that's okay. Radmila, do you want to? But thank you so much for listening.
Well, we're coming to the end of day one, so thank you very much for your proactive participation. We continue tomorrow. Special thanks for our translators because they work the hardest, so thanks to both of you. And obviously I would like to mention also Ben is not going to be with us tomorrow, so thanks Ben for your contribution. The rest of us continue with you tomorrow. And one thing we would like to kind of ask you politely is if we all can come tomorrow around 9 o'clock or by 9 o'clock so we can have the coffee and start promptly at 9:15. That way we can move on with the program. We're looking forward tomorrow to work on the fan engagement. So it should be really another very interesting part. For now, thanks again, and we'll see you in the morning. Have a great evening.